Good evening, everyone. So today is our kindness corner session number. I really don't remember, but it is April, and we are going strong. And also, I want to appreciate every one of you because this is happening and this is moving forward because of the curiosity that you are demonstrating in this call, and the interest that you are creating in having this empathy walk with people around you. Truly appreciate you if you are really absolutely in the skin of the game. So today, if you remember, last time we had discussed about stakeholders interview, and some demonstration role play was also done. So just wanted to ask if anyone has done stakeholders interview with any of your family members or at your workplace. We can see what challenges you faced and what kind of transformation or what kind of discoveries you made out of it. So who would like to share? Anyone? Meenu, Mahesh, Trupti, Swapnil, would you do it on this weekend?
No, ma'am.
Okay, no problem. So, see, what happens is that many times we don't think that it is important. So, no worries. If you haven't done it, it's okay. But that also denotes that जब हमें बहुत जोर से प्यास लगती है, what do we do?
बहुत सारा पानी एक साथ पी लेते हैं।
बहुत सारा पानी पी लेते हैं और अच्छा भी लगता है जब ठंडा पानी मिलता है या कुछ भी अच्छा कोल्ड ड्रिंक मिल जाता है या फ्रूट जूस मिल जाता है, अच्छा लगता है, राइट? सो जब प्यास नहीं लगती है तो पानी पीना भूल भी जाते हैं, राइट? फिर जो भी पेशेंट्स होते हैं ना, जिनको किडनी स्टोन या कुछ हाइपरटेंशन की प्रॉब्लम हो, उन्हें डॉक्टर बताते हैं कि पानी पीना बढ़ाओ, राइट? सो जब प्रॉब्लम होती है तब पानी पीना बढ़ाना या उस टाइम पे आदत को चेंज करना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो क्या होता है कि व्हेन यू डोंट हैव दैट हंगर और थर्स्ट to take your relationship to the next level, you will never get time to take stakeholders interview. And when the relationship problems will occur, you will wonder कि मेरी तो कोई भी गलती नहीं थी, फिर ये कैसे हो गया? It is not about गलती, it is about how much energy did you put in nurturing this relationship. And whenever breakdown happens, it is just an outcome of multiple small breakdowns in the relationship. Multiple small breakdowns. ऐसे एक दिन फिर कुछ लोग बोलते हैं, अब मैंने सिर्फ इतना सा बोला और उसने इतना गुस्सा कर दिया। उसका गुस्सा आपने इतना सा किया उसके ऊपर नहीं था। ये जो इतना सा है ना, ये जब 100 बार हुआ तो दैट पर्सन सहन शक्ति जो है ना वो क्रॉस हो गई। बहुत बार इवन दिस हैपेंस विद women also. I tolerated a lot in this relationship. So एक दिन थोड़ा सा कुछ होता है and she just bursts out. And other people say that why is she making a mountain of the mole? But it doesn't happen just because of one incident. It is an outcome of multiple small events, right? So when stakeholders interview gives us an opportunity to nurture the relationship, to feed the plant, to provide water to the relationship so that it doesn't become too thirsty. How many of you relate to this? Yes. So, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to feed the relationship slowly every day, or you're unknowingly you're just waiting for the breakdown to happen? if you are not taking stakeholders interview. What happens in stakeholders interview? Do you know that? It is a very important part of ego to eco journey because it shifts your focus from I, me, myself to others. What is going on in their life? What are they going through? Right? And when your focus shifts to them, they are more interested in knowing about themselves, and then they also get a very good sense of well-being. And when the reason becomes you, the relationship gets strengthened. That is the beauty of stakeholders interview. So stakeholders interview is intended to allow you and to help you to listen to the other person empathetically. So empathy walk is a part of stakeholders interview. Suspending your downloading is a part of stakeholders interview. But it will happen only if you're curious enough, if you're interested enough. Right? So, Swapnil, are you there? I cannot hear your voice. And are you listening to me or?
Yes, yes, ma'am, I'm there. I just got home. I completely
Okay, okay.
listen what you have said.
All right. I was because calling you along for a long time. I thought that there is an issue with your device or. All right, all right.
No, no, initially I actually opened my mic and said I'm just in clinic getting home, but
Okay.
I guess that audio doesn't reach.
No, no, we couldn't hear that. It's okay. Glad that you're here. So, Swapnil, Meenu, can you share if you have had any experience of stakeholders interview?
मैम एक बार फिर से बोलेंगे, सॉरी मैंने मिस किया।
Did you have had any experience of stakeholders interview?
मैम जो पहले ही लिए हैं वही है, मतलब कुछ नया नहीं लिया है।
तो पहले
एंड
जब लिया था तो आपका एक्सपीरियंस क्या रहा?
पहले जब मतलब अ, मैंने एक कलीग के साथ लिया था, और मैंने एक बहुत अच्छे फ्रेंड के साथ लिया। तो मैंने बताया पहले भी कि इट फेल्ट सो लाइक, जो लास्ट बार आपने समझाया था कि मुझे बहुत सारे अ, मेरे लिए बहुत सारे डाउनलोडिंग है उस साइड, ऐसा नजर आया। और
हम्म
अ, लेकिन उस समय नहीं समझ में आ रहा था। उस समय
हम्म
बहुत बहुत पेनफुल लग रहा था सुनना।
हम्म
एंड like one question to another question there was very like बहुत gap था। and even I lost the hope to ask another question.
हम्म
It's like that.
All right. So, what do you think? What was the gap, and what could you improve
what uh, what I can improve upon,
in
uh,
your stakeholders interview? Yeah.
like I don't know, मतलब there were no clear answer. Like I can't find it. It was like first shot, someone is like taking out everything, so it was like that. It's
Hmm.
not clear, or I didn't get it that way.
Okay.
And yeah,
Can you sense the presence of so much of downloading and fear?
yeah, fear is lot. And yeah, fear is there. Mm.
All right. So, Meenu, what can help you in improving the quality of the stakeholders interview? What do you think? See, when you face a challenge, then only you learn, right? So now that you have faced a challenge, it's an opportunity to look deeply so that next time when you will have a conversation at your workplace or in your personal life, it will give you totally a new perspective, right?
Yes.
So what do you think? What can be helpful?
More, I think I appreciate whatever came out, क्योंकि पहली बार इतना डिटेल में आई वाज डिस्कसिंग थिंग्स, तो वो चीज है। और दूसरा कि हैव टू लाइक बहुत सारा काम करना है, ऐसा समझ में आया है कि लाइक लॉट ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेशंस आर देयर, ऐसा लगा सिंस, ऐसा लगा।
All right, all right. Swapnil, do you have anything to add to this?
About adding, I would say, like to share just my experience along with it. So, one thing that I have noticed whenever I have a stakeholders interview in the family, with the persons you know less, it is pretty easy to do with them. But it is very hard to do with the family members and the people who are a part of your day-to-day life. Simply speaking, the people who affect your state of mind, like the persons whom you get angry easily with, the more you're close to someone, the more stakeholder interview drains it out of you. Because you ask them with a good intention of what you want to do, but you find, but there is a downloaded mindset. If I'm doing a kind stakeholders interview with them, then I'm doing something great for them, which mindset needed to be shifted initially when I was doing it back. Completely understanding the stakeholders interview. We need to understand that stakeholder interview is for me, not for them. It is me trying to improve the life and relationship with them. I cannot put the burden of them being immediately completely open with them. That was the initial thought. But as we have gone through this journey of listening with the kindness corner, then the new perspective is that the stakeholders interview is for me. It's my responsibility to make the relationship better. So initially, when I used to do that, it used to actually drain me a lot. And after like first 5 to 6 minutes of the stakeholders interview used to make me angry with the close persons and the family members. Right now, it doesn't. It actually show me if also that doesn't align with the intention with what I'm having. But right now, I can see their care, their intention, and their well being behind all the anger, all the questions, and all the expectations they put on me. That has been the most relevant thing. And right now I know the importance of after stakeholders interview, what to follow and what not to follow. So after a stakeholders interview with my father and mother, I actually tried to be a lot more responsive towards them, which was I was not. If you see the employee's point of view, the retention in the hospital has increased. There were we have initially we used to operate in 2 working hours, but after talking to them, we got to understand that middle they don't need the middle break. They actually need the time after 7 with their family. So we shifted the time from 11 to 7. That has come out great for us because the patient number has increased, employees are more stable, and overall the headache has come down a little bit just with that one timing change and what stakeholder interviews with the both employees and patients, because it has been convenient for the patients who come from out of station and for the locals also. So that was the most significant thing which I found out of the stakeholders interview, and it has developed in last 1 month only. That's Thank you.
Thank you so much, Swapnil, for sharing. It was really very powerful, and I didn't know about so much going on in your life. And changing the time of clinic itself is a big step. And then when you said that everything got improved, I am sure that your quality of life must have improved also, because after 7 p.m. you are getting more time for yourself and your activities. So congratulations, this is a big shift that you have done. Just with the stakeholders interview, so much is possible. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. It actually, I got to know that now a lot of times I have got the free hand time of from 7 to 10, which was not there initially. So all the work that I have to do till midnight, till 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning every day, sleep cycle has improved a lot. So it's a overall big improvement. Because I got to know that I don't need that middle break, which was I was thinking "Okay, I need it in the middle of the afternoon. Just the lunch break of 45 minutes is more than enough for everyone.
Exactly. Exactly. Wonderful. Wonderful. Appreciate it highly. Truly appreciate it. You have made a major shift in your life, and this is going to serve you big time. Thank you so much. Yes, Mahesh, do you have anything to share about stakeholders interview?
Yes, ma'am. I have one means I have many things to share. But can I share within 10 minutes, ma'am, or 5 minutes?
No problem. No problem. Please go on.
Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Take your own time. Hey, Gayatri.
I would like to introduce her because she is one of my friends. She is a dentist by profession, has done her MBDS from GDC Mumbai. Right
Mhm.
now pursuing her hospital administration, same as mine from Amrita
Oh,
University. And she has worked as complete full-time member of for Sevankul for complete 1 year during her
oh,
tenure.
amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Gayatri, welcome to the family of Kindness Corner. I hope that Swapnil has introduced you to this and shared the intention also. But um, the whole team of Kindness Corner is here to welcome you to this platform, which believes in providing non-judgmental space of listening through compassion.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Actually,
Yeah,
ma'am, this is my first meeting I have been attending.
yeah, yeah. Totally understand that. And I
Don't
hope
have
that.
some idea about the going session, so I can share my experience from next meeting.
Sure, sure. We are just here to welcome you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, stakeholders, all the distinctions you will get to know as you are more involved in the space. So, these calls are conducted every Friday at 8 p.m. Just because of some unavoidable reason, we could not conduct this Friday. That's why this has been preponed. Otherwise, this is conducted every Friday at 8 p.m. And we are here to welcome you. So, hope to see you more in this space. And let us see what compassion can create, what magic can be created with compassion in your life.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Hey,
Yes,
Tushar,
I would
you
like
have
to
any?
add,
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. I
No,
didn't
please.
share my. I just wanted to share as we had our the previous meeting of sorry the previous conference about emerging future summit. The emerging future is about seeing the future, like with grasping the future without turning into the past experience. So I would like to share one incident with Gayatri herself. If she is present in the meeting, that's why I can share it. Every one of the peers from the dentist community usually went for the MDS and clinic. That is the traditional pathway. 90% of the people follow that pathway. But here she got like even after going through a lot of struggle to complete her BDS and all that, same showing a fighting spirit. That's her story to completely share. But during that also to opt out for a administration sector without having any prior knowledge, without seeing any background, and actually not that she doesn't love the dentistry, but after loving also dentistry, but opting out for hospital administration completely for the sake of an NGO hospital. It's completely she has done. And right now, if we see that the decision was taken 2 years back, but right now, if you see the trend in this 2 to 3 years, which has shifted, a lot of new corporate hospitals are coming in, and now people are thinking why we did not opt out for them at that time. But having that foresightedness 2 years back is what she has done.
Hmm. Wow.
That's the
Great
power
to
of
know.
listening.
Yes, there's the power of listening, and this really is something new. And we truly wish her all the best for everything that she does in future. Great. Thank you so much, Swapnil, for letting us know more about Gayatri. Yes. Hey Tushar, do you have anything to share about stakeholders interview? Anything happened?
Lots happening.
Hmm?
Uh, like it's happening in every front, but of course, I have been not doing that kind of record sitting, with that totally with the format. But yes, lots of relationship is increasing, and there are 3 4 activities parallelly getting through that, and I could relate to people more and more. So yes, lot will come now within this week. We'll have lots of interactions happening, business is growing, all things so the this kind of the kindness corner, the awesome 20 forum, so all this is helping to get us the strength, so self image बहुत बड़ी हाई हो जाती है, when you are, see मेरे साथ इतने सारे लोग हैं, मेरे साथ डॉक्टर पल्लवी, कुछ भी हो जाए, so we are just going ahead with that, so the dialogue is very much open, and बहुत बढ़िया हो रहा है, and said one because of this kind of attitude of getting connected with the people, we got one lady associate with our one of the NGOs which where we are working, and she was secretary with the Nepal and Bhutan cultural, Nepal and Myanmar. She was appointed as a cultural secretary, the government of India, and she was there almost for 7 years. She's a doctorate. She is in the Kautilya Shastra and lots of economics ke both expert hai wo. And now she's want to have uh, one kind of special elite get together. She has a farm in Karzat near in Mumbai. She's almost 100 kilometers away, and she want to keep it as a theme of that get together is nature and culture, and that's what she's expert in that. And she will have the experts in that. So she wanted to also someone introduced me to her, and with our NGO which is working with the students. So today evening only we had a meeting, we are going ahead with that kind of association, and it's going to be very fantastic, walkthrough. So all this comes through when you have a very high self image, freedom, and when you have lots of tools in your hand. So thank you very much for outside, and my earlier trip to Delhi also gave me such a lovely relation. Those relationship came through and through. Minu was there, Parveen was there. All these people met, and they invited. It was fantastic. It's opening up the big life, and the happiness is opening up. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing. So, after listening to every one of you, and also this is my question to you. This came out in my mind when Tushar was sharing. Uh, Now that we are trying to be in that empathetic mode, we are trying to create the space of listening. But can you see that with time, means this is a self-check question. Are we actually avoiding stakeholders interview because we also have this short attention span, or short attention span of listening to someone's stories which is going on for 15 minutes and 20 minutes, is the question that we need to ask ourselves. And because of that shortened span, maybe we are deliberately avoiding stakeholders interview. Even on weekend, if this was on Friday, right? If in 4 days we are, which was actually including of weekday and weekend both, if we are not getting time to practice stakeholders interview, we are not going to get time in the next 15 days also. So can you see that the what is going on in our head is not the reality. If you look at the bigger picture, the reality is that everyone, including us, are becoming more self-centered. We are thinking about what is my priority, what do I want, what do I get from the stakeholders? Nothing. And that's why when we when we say and we pass certain statements that focus लोगों के पास टाइम नहीं है, या फिर इंस्टाग्राम रील्स पे लोग ज्यादा होते हैं. If you ask people about where their time goes, many people will say that I don't have time, मेरा schedule बहुत busy होता है. आई गारंटी यू, अगर आप उन लोगों के साथ 20 सिर्फ एक ही दिन सुबह से शाम तक बिताओ तो आपको दिखेगा एक्चुअली उनके पास बहुत टाइम है. बस उन्हें ही नहीं पता कि उनके पास टाइम है, क्योंकि जितना टाइम मिलता है मोबाइल पे कोई काम करने के लिए लेते हैं, वो काम हो जाता है 5 मिनट में, और मोबाइल को एक्सप्लोर करने में, सोशल मीडिया और वो सब, 30-35 मिनट्स, कभी कभी 1 घंटा भी कैसे निकल जाता है पता ही नहीं चलता है। देर इज नो फील्ड जहां इंसान सुबह से लेकर शाम तक कंटिन्यूअसली 10 आवर्स पूरे टाइम काम ही करता है। नो वन इज सुपर प्रोडक्टिव फॉर 10 आवर्स, right? So the gist that I want to let you know, or the gist is, are we prioritizing it? If we are not making empathy walk or stakeholders interview as a part of our life, then we really shouldn't wonder in future why my relationships are not going well. Because stakeholders interview, empathy walk is like nourishing the plant, watering the plant. And stakeholders interview is actually the major key factor if you are planning to set up your own business, if you want to crack certain deals, if you want to make more money, if you want to have happy and harmonious relationships, if you want yourself to be in good mental health. Why? Because in stakeholders interview, when you provide that space of compassion and empathy, your brain starts secreting serotonin, endorphins, because your brain likes that feeling of connecting with other human beings, because we are social animals. And when we connect with other people, then there is an elevated sense of well-being. So you're not doing it for others, you're doing it for yourself, for certain elevated changes in your brain, for your monetary gains, for your business improvement, for your evolution as a human being. If you are avoiding it for the last 4 days, it is very easy to avoid for the next 40 days. Just because Kindness Corner is this platform where anyone can come doesn't mean that it is not a training platform. It is a training platform. The more and more experiences you share here on this platform, the more and more we all can grow, right? So it is not about homework. Please don't take me wrong. It is not about homework. No one is teacher, no one is a student. It is only about this conversation is also coming from that deep sense of compassion towards you. What if you do just one stakeholder, just one empathy walk a day? Every day when you do an empathy walk, you win over your ego. Even if you feel that the other person has won in the argument. But they say that when you win an argument, you actually lose in the end, because you lose the person. So we are not here to win or lose, but we are here to win over our ego, not with other people, right? Yes, Mahesh, would you like to share?
Hello, can I share my?
Yes, Mahesh.
एक्चुअली मैम, मैंने मेरे एक दोस्त का लिया था, मतलब ऐसा बैठ के एकदम सीरियस होके बातें तो नहीं, क्योंकि वो उस टाइप का नहीं, मतलब ये भी मेरी डाउनलोडिंग हो सकती है, बट मैंने
That's okay.
सिर्फ उसको नॉर्मली पूछे थे, तो उसके मतलब इसमें मेन ये था कि उसका जो मेन पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ है कि वो मतलब सिर्फ एंजॉय करना चाहता है, और बाकी सिर्फ पैसे वैसे उसको कमाने हैं, तो उसके लाइफ का मेन पर्पस सिर्फ पैसे कमाना और घूमना फिरना यही है, मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम। और रिलेशनशिप भी उसके मतलब अच्छे ही है, तो उसमें उसको लगता नहीं कि ज्यादा वो कुछ कर मतलब करने की जरूरत है। और दूसरा ये है कि मैंने पूछा था मतलब मैं कैसे कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता हूँ, या फिर मतलब मुझ में क्या सुधार होने चाहिए कि तुम्हारी लाइफ में कुछ चेंजेस आ जाए। तो ही से कि मतलब कुछ ज्यादा करने की जरूरत नहीं, ऑलरेडी तुम मेरे साथ हो, मतलब मेरी बातें सुनते हो, ये करते हो, तो यही मेरे लिए कुछ मतलब अच्छा है। मतलब इससे मैं कुछ ज्यादा एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहा तुमसे, जस्ट तुम मेरी बातें सुनते हो, यही मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ दी। और देर इज नथिंग मोर देन दैट, मीन्स दैट्स इट, बिकॉज इसके ज्यादा, इससे ज्यादा मतलब नहीं बोल पाए हैं कुछ लोग।
So, what did you discover out of this mind-blowing conversation?
यस मैम।
आपको इस conversation के बाद what did you discover for yourself or for about anything, means what came up for you?
मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम नॉन जजमेंटल लिसनिंग इम्पोर्टेंट है ना, आई थिंक। मतलब
Mm-hmm.
मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम मैं किसी को नॉन जजमेंटल होके सुनता हूँ, तो मतलब वो लोगों को अच्छा लगता है कि मतलब ये हम इसके साथ कुछ भी शेयर कर सकते हैं या फिर कुछ
Mm-hmm.
भी बोल सकते हैं,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't hesitate to say anything to me. And the thing is that I'm practicing that compassionate, मतलब आपने बोला था 21 days का चैलेंज लो compassionate होने का, तो वो भी मैं मतलब पहले भी मैं compassionate होके ही बात करता था, लेकिन अभी मैं कॉन्शियसली होके करता हूँ। तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम मतलब अभी मैं दिमाग से अंदर से थोड़ा चिढ़ भी गया तो भी मतलब मैं चेहरे के ऊपर नहीं आने देता कि मैं चिढ़ गया हूँ। तो it means I think that's why the friends are becoming friendly to me, and I think just you are listening the things, and that is the thing enough for them to add contribution in their life.
Truly appreciate you, Mahesh, for sharing. But when you said no that मैं चेहरे पे नहीं आने देता है, so मन में तो है. So I would like to share one thing with you. Maybe it will give you something. So this comes from a near-death researcher, Kenneth Ring. So uh, he is a person who does research on people who are having that near-death experience. This is a message. See if it can be useful for you. When we say कि अंदर आता है लेकिन चेहरे पे नहीं आने देता हूँ, at that time also our work is not to give the origin to that thing or emotion. So just listen to this if it can help you. I realize that there are things that every person is sent to earth to realize and to learn. For instance, to share more love, to share more compassion, to be more loving towards one another, to be more compassionate towards one another, to discover that the most important things are human relationships, love, compassion, and not materialistic things. And to realize that every single thing that you do in your life is recorded. Everything that you think about is recorded. And that even though you pass it by not thinking at the time, it always comes up later. So Dalai Lama often talks of the lack of self-love and self-respect. Now, this is also, Tushar will also find it useful. So when we say a lot about mera self-love, self-image, self-respect बढ़ गया है, so what he says, that lack of self-love and self-respect that he sees in many people in the modern world is because of lack of compassion and respect for other people. Underlying our whole outlook is a neurotic conviction of our own limitations. This denies us of all the hope of awakening and tragically contradicts the central truth of Buddha's teaching that we are all already essentially perfect and we are here to spread compassion. So this, what I read, it is coming from a book which was written on Buddhist philosophy. And in Buddhist philosophy, the main thing, the driving force is compassion. So you are here in this world to spread compassion. So whatever I read, maybe it was difficult to understand, I don't know. But the thing is that when you have that self-esteem issue, जब आपको लगता है, that is actually a signal to be compassionate towards each other, because जब आपको बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है, but you give right answers to your brain, और फिर your गुस्सा calms down, at the end of the day, don't you think that your self-respect will go up because of this simple act which world didn't notice but you noticed? It is a win over yourself. And when such many small things, many small wins happen in your own world, your self-respect goes up because you are actively demonstrating compassion to other people. When we do difficult things, we feel good about ourselves. Every day you're eating food by your hands. लेकिन उससे हमें खुद के बारे में बहुत अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, because everyone is doing that and it is easy task. This is what we feel. But trying to control one's anger and not to forget about controlling, not being able not to arise that anger within yourself, it is something which is actually an uncomfortable action, and it will make you feel like you have won something. And this is the biggest war that we are going through or we are facing. So with time passes, we are not going to get attacked by other kingdoms. We are not going to get attacked by other people or other countries. We are not going to get attacked through any biological weapons. Our mind is enough to attack us with its ego. Yes, so I hope this conversation has added some value to your life. So anything to share for anyone before we end the meeting?
So, now, shall I? I
Yes.
have to practice now onwards that that feeling of anger and that shouldn't come into my mind. No, that is the whole purpose of the article you read about that.
I couldn't listen to you, so I
हाँ
didn't get it.
मतलब वो जो फीलिंग आती है मतलब किसी के बारे में थोड़ा सा मतलब अभी तो मैं मतलब प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ कि हर किसी से सिर्फ कंपैशनेटली बात करूँ, लेकिन मतलब जो आपने बोला अभी जो पूरा आर्टिकल, तो उसमें से मतलब मेन ये क्या था कि मतलब अभी जो फीलिंग ही ना आए उसके बारे में, ये था उसका पूरा सार.
The gist is, we don't know why we are born on this earth. That's why we get angry.
Yeah.
Why are you here on this planet Earth? You are here to spread the message of love. So you will earn more money if you are spreading more love towards your product, towards your service, towards the work you do, and towards the people you treat or people you serve. So love is the driving force. So money is also an outcome of your elevated feeling of love towards people, towards money, and towards the work you do. क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा आप आपके काम के साथ प्रेम में है, उतना ही ज्यादा आप अपने प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस को एक्सीलेंट स्वरूप में दूसरों को प्रदान करेंगे. And then means the article also says that we are actually misled by the attraction towards materialistic things. The truth is that we are not here for that. And once we know that we are here to spread love, we are here to build great relationships, then your why changes. You know why you are born on this earth. Once you know that, you will not feel anger towards anyone. Because you will know that ultimately the purpose of this person on this earth is also love. But now I can be compassionate towards this person, that they don't know about it or they have forgotten. More compassion towards them. ठीक है, वो भूल गए हैं. तो आप मुझे बताओ, जो इंसान रास्ता भूल जाता है और अगर उसने उसने किसी से रास्ते का पता मांगा, तो डू वी गेट एंग्री एट दैट पर्सन?
No, ma'am.
No. So if people are not behaving according to the way you want to, that's okay. They have forgotten their path. Everyone has different journey. That's okay. And every thought of compassion is added to your karma. Right? This is what that article says. So that book was really mind-blowing to read, and there were so many lessons of compassion. I would say that after coming back from that place, this was in Sikkim, Namchi in Sikkim, I am not the same person, because Buddhist philosophy, full of compassion, is practiced in that area. And when we talk about it, and if we don't practice it, then it is again injustice to this sacred knowledge that we are getting through the universe. So compassion is the way of life. Compassion is not something that you do only while doing stakeholders interview. Compassion is a way of life. And stakeholders interview helps you to imbibe it in your being. Right? Um, hey Trupti, the name of the book, those books were limited edition books, and they were not for sale. They were actually in the library of that particular place where I was residing. So I really did not have, that book was not for sale, that was not available on internet or anywhere. That person had studied in Tibet. They had studied the Buddhist people in Tibet for 10 years, and then he wrote the books. And there were very precious, means it was so nicely preserved in the library of that hotel that I used to go to library, read every day, took some photographs, and that's why I read it from my screenshot only. Yeah. So the teachings come through the conversations whenever you listen, because once you are in the space, you are not the same person. Compassion changes you totally. So thank you so much, Mahesh. Your sharing has created some stir in my mind, and it has actually, you have initiated this conversation. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you,
Also,
ma'am.
I want to appreciate your authenticity. What I like about you is that you are always truthful. You are always authentic. If you think that you are feeling uncomfortable, you speak about it. When you think that, नहीं लेकिन मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा था, I was just trying to bury it within and not show on face. So this authenticity and this truthfulness is actually your USP. It is your unique point. Remember that. You are on your pathway to become that pure and compassionate soul. Truly appreciate it. Very few people have that courage. So when we talk about open mind, open heart, and open will, courage, curiosity, and compassion, these are the three best friends. So you are already operating from the place of courage and curiosity. The way you ask questions and the courage you show by expressing your true feelings shows that you are on the pathway to practice more and more compassion.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome. Anyone else, if you have anything to share? All right. Then let us call it a day, and see you on next Friday. Let me see my calendar so that we can finalize right now, and we don't, means I messed up this time. I don't want to mess up again. So the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 2nd of May. So we are going to meet on 2nd of May. All right, at 8 p.m. So thank you very much, everyone. have an amazing week ahead. And I will not say that a stakeholders interview or empathy walk is your assignment. It is absolutely your choice. As I said, every person has a soul, and every soul has a journey. So if you want to embark on this journey, you're most welcome. And if you're facing any challenges, you're still welcome to share your challenges so that together we can help each other grow. All right. So take care. Bye bye. And have a compassionate week ahead.